Leave it all to me. Get him! Nice and spicy! Leave it all to me. Boba, get... Eat this! That really hurts! No one escapes my sights!
With the wind!
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would. Nice and spicy. I'll catch up. Leave it all to me. Hey, go out of the frying pan. Someone needs assistance. Boba, get... No escape. I must leave no stone unturned. Bet you can't keep up with me! Bet you can't keep up with me! Out of the frying pan!
Leave it all to me. Has a good night show.
Let it rain!
Windblade!
must leave no stone unturned.
You're toast! Race you! Boba, get...
I'll catch up.
Go, Barret Bunny! Right, Pip, into the fire!
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
No escape!
I missed a spot.
Boba, get them!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Disappear!
Steady as stone.
Let it rain! Right, Pip, into the fire!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Boba, get... Go, Barret Bunny!
Steady as stone.
Windblade!
As a good knight should.
That's cheating!
There's no end to this.
Another test
Win!
subject.
Windblade!
Comes the hunting.
feel like running.
Huh? Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Wait, are these two... Oh! Hello, Traveler in Paimon. Pardon me, are you looking for Timaeus?
No, just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book over there.
Thanks. No worries, we're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
I guess it's no surprise coming from the one who repelled Storm Terror. Actually, since it's you, I bet you're someone who...
There's that name again. Albedo. You and Timaeus mentioned him the last time.
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important break. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Tevat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Still, it seems that he's encountered I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out. I don't see why not. Testing the limits of living beings' capabilities is one of Albedo's areas of research, after all. Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true... Sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this. Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are? Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
What about this, Daddy?
Seems trickier than I thought. I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you evil?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at that.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the...
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering...
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reason. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to...
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm.
So, are you also...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then, I'd like to see what he's up to.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
A reward on the road.
Another test subject. Free! I got careless.
Wind blade!
Should replace my hammer. Picked the wrong test subject.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Nice and spicy.
Get careless. Detoxifying heat.
Disappear!
You need to hurry up. I will end you.
Time to clean up.
I must collect myself. This one's well done. I must counterattack. This one's well done. Let's end this quickly. Roasted.
Help! My dinner is attacked!
This isn't good. Fry.
No escape!
This one's well done. Fuel's clogged.
Colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
You can't keep up with me!
needs assistance.
Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churls? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first!
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow! Look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct in the cyclical lives of such primitive communities. Such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
Mm-hmm. We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin?
Whoa! You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration, for example, awakening life, breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about, it's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna...
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the... But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still,
No! Paimon's got a brain! But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than what's holding you to it?
well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? Fascinating. And this floating child...
What a stupid question! And another thing, it's...
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Oh, that rules out that possibility. But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Or cause... Now...
Hey! How would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body, and given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research, it seems that only experimentation... Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps...
Huh?
Direct and clear... Naturally, if...
Slimes! Slimes
Well, prepare.
Leave it all to me.
Wind blade!
Let it rain.
Wind blade!
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally,
Internal flow?
it's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not. Well, that's just a warning. If an internal elemental... Yes, that's it's a type of ore known as star silver. But unfortunately, not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. All going to plan. We should be able to begin concocting the potion when...
Paimon? Let's keep our eye...
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Steady as stone. As a good knight should. Go, Baron Buddy!
Out of the frying pan!
Nice and spicy.
Yeah!
Eat this!
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Tamea's here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you...
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is all...
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one...
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses, perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, a cryoregisvine or even a whopperflower might be a better... In that sense, things might get difficult.
Yes, sir. That sounds...
After all, we've got our primary data already. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world...
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting a...
Great. I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was...
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, but if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drink?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for... But of course, you're my assistant. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from...
Aw, Paimon wanted something...
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the... The good thing about ordinary people are the same. They can understand, empathize, and when you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can act, but a peculiar person. They don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their... For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine. To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see...
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. You gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me. But starting with the premise of an elemental life form? Now that...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the...
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all...
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was...
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique ability? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next No. You shan't be required to Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it. That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped.
What's with the disappointment?
Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to...
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, It's also worth experimenting with and highly...
Paimon bets you're just... It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good.
I'll leave you to it then. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Where does it get...
That was fast. Looking forward to testing.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
That was fast. An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food unless... Could it be that the natural law...
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding...
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good. Not that
Hey! You were being nice a sec, but you do have tasty recipes, so... And you're right, we are good friends.
Yes. There are all manner of alchem... I managed to retrieve...
Paimon's barely finished eating.
Don't worry if you can't... If you had, I must have dropped...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
can't keep up with me!
This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy.
Goodness. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to look.
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower.
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is, only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items, I have to commend your deduction. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused, in essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please.
Still in one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
As a dutiful maid woman.
No escape!
Leave it all to me.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Race you! You want us to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So,
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively. Some of us would... No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. Then if you would, please...
wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing... emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything. Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the other world. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of the innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights. It would...
But how does this help your...
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I may be about to make some gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but I'm willing to pour all my energy into research. And yet specimens are finite. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting and...
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring.
So after all these
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, follow me. There are some other ruins.
Is this an answer from this world?
I imagine you must have encountered more. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test. I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested adventure? So, let's see you in action. Start wherever... It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Leave it all to me.
You're toast! Race you!
blade!
Steady as stone, as a good knight should. Boba, get them! Someone needs assistance. A little dusty.
Let it rain. Go, fairy bunny!
I'll catch up.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey, explaining...
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our...
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the...
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively. Though, let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of... Unless you can think of it...
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on.
You did...
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all... I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway,
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into...
So, what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came... I've investigated everything else. the only items left on the agenda.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, but for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat, which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never mind her.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? I wouldn't worry. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off.
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even. But after I observed you, imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself? It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, well, I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be full. If, one day, I lose control, can I rely on you to stop me?
I'll catch up. Such fair weather. Why don't we do a bit of sunny work? Oh, what sort of work is that you...
The limit.
My demon-expelling mantra is ready.
Leave it all to me.
Submit for judgment. Forth,
Nice and spicy.
Swift and merciful.
Race you!
Are you here to play with me? The more, the merrier.
One with my blade.
Over here.
Pan into the fire!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Boba, get them!
Wind blaze! Please. Attack! Force!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Nice and spicy!
I must leave no stone unturned. As a dutiful maid would.
You're toast!
Swift and merciful!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Submit for judgment! Wind blaze! Disappear!
Booba, get them!
Wind blaze! With the wind! Forth, my blade!
Nice and spicy!
blade. Attack! A touch of frost.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this!
No escape!
Help! We did...
Can't run from death.
Outrider Amber, reporting. I'll race you there. Nice and spicy.
Disappear!
Leave it all to me. As a good knight should. Get him!
Wind blade!
Race you!
keep up with me! I'll race you there! No escape! I'll race you there! You're toast!
A reward on the road. A reward?
I'll catch up.
My demon expelling mon- Swift and merciful!
Someone needs assistance. I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Gooba, get them!
Submit for judgment. One with...
Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone. I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. Catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Nice and spicy!
Unexpected, but welcome. Objects like this may prove useful when purging evil spirits. A touch of frost! Windblade!
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
With the wind! Is this an answer from this world? What? Yeah!
There's no end to this.
Freeze!
You're toast!
Swift and merciful.
Steady as stone.
Disappear!
The hunter hit the wrong test subject.
What a bountiful harvest!
you